Awesome. So we're going to talk a little bit about combinations, and combinations are so important once you've got the basics. In terms of going into a fighting sport, a combat sport, in addition to your basics, you need to have your combos, your counters, and your conditioning. So we include combinations at every level above orange belt, or to get orange belt and above. Now, when you're thinking about your combinations, you need to think about setting up your favorite technique. So if you've got a particular, if you like your overhand right, for example, you'll be thinking about ways that you can not only set up your overhand right, but when they're worried about the overhand right and it doesn't work, well, what can you move to from there? Can it be a single leg takedown? Can it be an uppercut, for example? So you need to think about the techniques that you want to exploit. What's really important is also to think about the different angles, the different levels, and the different ranges of fighting styles. So what I mean by that, we're talking about angles, for example. From here, a good way of getting to the outside of somebody is to punch your way to the outside. A common one is your slide and slam. Jab, jab, and then leg kick through for your technique. That also demonstrates different levels. I'm going high, high, so they're thinking up when I go down. We can use that for a number of our different combinations. I might go high, high, so they're thinking high, go down, and then move to the center. So I'm going high, high, low, middle, to make it really difficult for them to anticipate what's coming next and to be prepared for it. If their hands come up to block high, they're exposed low. If their hands come low, they're exposed high. We also want to be thinking about outside and inside when we talk about angles. So if I want to go to the inside, if I actually want to connect to the inside, one good way for me to do it is to go outside first, so that brings their hands apart so I can come through the center. So a hook cross combination can be really effective because you're bringing their hands out and then coming through the center. I can reverse that too. If I want to actually hit from the outside, I might start by going inside and then following up outside. And that's going to bring their hands in to give me space to come around the outside. We talk about different ranges as well, close and far away. So are we gaining distance? Are we coming in, jab, jab, and then shooting in for a double leg takedown, for example? So we've changed the range from medium distance to really close. Are we going to start at kicking distance and then shooting for that same double leg takedown? So we're starting from even longer distance away, getting them to think high, getting them to think long distance, getting them to think striking, and then shooting in for a grapple, for example. Okay, so we've got a number of different ways that we can actually put our combinations together, but we want to be thinking about a great mixture of levels, ranges, clinch, so striking, kick punch striking, clinch level, grappling level, and really close, taking down to the ground. Angles, we want to be thinking about inside, outside, outside, inside, high, low, low, high. And the other one to think about is feints. So not every technique needs to be real. If you can sell a technique and it looks real, but doesn't actually follow all the way through, it can leave them very vulnerable to the next one. So I might decide to fake a jab, but I'm actually shooting down. I might decide to fake a right cross, but I'm actually coming in with an uppercut. Or I'm actually coming in with a leg kick to exploit their ability to react to my first technique. If we're working with somebody who's a complete beginner, that first technique might get in. But if you're working with an experienced martial artist, they're going to block the first one. They might block the second one. So we use the combinations. So not the first, not the second one actually make contact, but we're hoping that the third one will, or the fourth one will. Okay? So they're the building blocks for our combinations. You'll start simple. It'll just be a matter of 1, 2, high, medium, 1, 2. And then you'll start developing things that are a little bit more complex that use those same building blocks for effective combinations. Come up with your own, keep working on them, practice them regularly, but review them regularly to make sure that you're using all those elements in the most efficient way for your body type and your fighting style. Your combinations that you have at orange belt probably won't be the same as they will be at brown belt, but there may be elements that are very, very similar. Some of the combinations may stay the same, but you'll have a better understanding of the timing, the distance, etc., in terms of being able to pull those off. Awesome.